Hi everyone. So the first time you go on to WeVideo, you want to obviously make sure that you have that pro account. You should notice that you'll have your storage will be significantly increased, and then that use time is obviously much higher than you would have with that free account. From here, you're just going to go and we're going to actually go to projects because we want to start a group project first. So basically, what you're going to do is under projects, go to the plus icon at the bottom right and create new project. And you're going to want to title this. So whatever your group wants to, create for that title, I'm just going to call it test collab project. And I can then put something with the description, but I do not need to. From here, you have three options. Personal, this is just if I'm the only one that is using this. Collaborative, where I can have multiple people working on one project all at the same time, or shared is where you could have, let's say, a project, but it is going to have three separate videos that are made by three separate people, but they're all just going to be in one project that you can then share. With what we're going to be doing, we're going to be working collaboratively on one video project. So you're going to want to go ahead and click on that and then hit next. And then from here, you have a couple different ways you can do this. What I suggest would probably be the easiest way is for you to create or have one person create the project. And then what they're going to actually do is they're going to invite with the link. And what they can then do is we can go and I'm just going to go and hit next again. And this right here is what I'm going to share with them. And what it'll end up happening is when they click on this, it'll actually go and bring them to that main WeVideo page, and they'll sign in, and then it'll ask them if they'd like to be a part of that project, and they'll say yes. I'm going to go ahead and click Create Video. And now all of us can work on this simultaneously together. Now, there's a lot of cool things that you can do with this. Obviously, this is going to be your main two right here, or main three, I should say: import, record, and narrate. So import, this is where you can actually go and import any images that you have, and or if you find videos that you want to put in yours, you can go and import those. When you click on this, it'll actually bring you to your hard drive or your Google Drive, and wherever those are saved, you then find them, and it'll bring it and toss it into your My Media file here. From there, I could just simply click and drag and bring those down if I want to use those. Next is record. So this is actually probably what you're going to be doing a lot of. And record is where it'll record your screen, which is actually what I'm doing right now to create this video. When I click on record, you have a couple different options. I can go and record from my webcam, record from my screen, or use both. So it all depends on if we want that webcam to be used to record yourself. And just like Screencastify, you would go and you would choose after you hit record. You'd have a couple different options. You would choose your microphone, which is just the default one. And you can choose your entire screen, the application window, or the Chrome tab. I would always suggest to just do the entire screen. It makes it a little bit easier if you're navigating from multiple things. But if you're not, you can just do that Chrome tab and select the tab. And from there, it'll start recording. And you're going to actually see a stop button, which I can't show you on here. But I'm going to do a picture of it just so you can kind of see. And basically, when you're done, it's going to go ahead and toss that into your My Media right here. And I can then simply drag that down. A lot of times, they'll actually toss it in here. And once I have that in here, so I'll just use this one as an example, I have a couple different options that I can use. So from here, if I go to the very edge, you're going to see the arrow becomes two arrows side by side. And this is actually how I can trim it. So if I maybe waited a little bit before I started talking, I can go ahead and trim that and then obviously just shift it back over. I can trim it on both ends. Another thing I could do is if I double click on it, I have a couple different options. My fit, you're gonna see that this is kind of cut off on the sides. If I click fit here and I say fit screen, I can now go and it stretches it out so I can see everything that was on there. If I do want to zoom in a little bit with it, I can with this slider right here. I can also go and crop. As you can see, as I'm moving this, it is moving it left or it is moving it right. If I want to crop that, and then I could also do it vertically. With volume, I have a couple options here. If this is something that I'm recording and obviously maybe it's a little quiet, I can increase that volume. Or if it's too loud, I can actually decrease the volume a little bit. Or maybe it's just a video I want to show what's happening, but I don't want any of the background noise. I could actually just hit mute right here. Next, animation, you don't really need to worry too much about it. Fade is where it'll actually fade in and out from one video to the next. I don't really suggest getting too far into that stuff. But basically from here, you would just hit save changes and it'll go and edit that within here. So you would just keep on recording. And the nice thing with the collaboration is as your group is creating, one person could be creating a video and then another person could be creating, and you could just be tossing these one after another so that when I go and play it, it'll just be one consistent track right here. I'll find the level, as you can see, and then I can simply just, it'll go and, let me get a little bit closer. You can see. So to start, we're gonna need to access that nonfiction. Switched right there to my next video. And then when you're finally done with everything, you can simply just click on this finish button here, title your export. I'll just say test and hit set. And from here, I always suggest doing it in HD. And I would always also suggest clicking this Google Drive. Since we Google signed in, it'll already be connected. And basically what this will do is as soon as it's done, it'll toss it right into your Google Drive for you. You then just simply hit export. And this screen will pop up. The nice thing is you don't have to wait here while it's going and creating your video. You can actually just leave, and when it's done, you'll get an email letting you know. I can see this one right here is going to take just over 1.5 minutes to finish. I can leave, and then it'll let me know when it's done, and when it is done as well, I'll have it in my Google Drive. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.